Welcome back. We're in the final leg of closing bell, and the market for the time being is, trying to hold on to a little bit of green, though there's some volatility. Nifty is now about 40 points lower. So let's see what the final close turns out to be. Jai Bala is with us. Bala, always a pleasure having you on, and you've been, you've been right all along in calling this fall. But now let's talk levels. We were speaking to, someone yesterday who was also looking at some technicals, and that one view was that we will actually go past the election day lows as well, and then only find some support around 19,500. But I don't know. I mean, you tell us, how close or how far away from the bottom are we?
Thanks, Sophie. Good to be here. And I know you guys have been quite graceful in acknowledging that I called it correct. And, when I called this markets to decline, Nifty to decline to 21,280 on the 1st of October, the Tuesday, 1st of October, I had three options in front of me. One was this 26,277 was a long-term top, very long-term top. And the second one was a deeper correction than I had projected. And the third one was the one correction I projected to 21,280. The reason I'm bringing this about, the market has come to where it is now with a very strong momentum. The momentum is intact. So usually momentum wanes when the market's trying to bottom, but that sign is not there yet. So the next character of the bounce the market does is going to be extremely crucial. And if it were to be corrective, I mean, it's a technical term, and that evaluation will be done by technicians, and we can conclude after that. But if it were to be corrective, there's a good possibility that this correction is likely to drop to something like 17,800 on the Nifty. Another reason is the global markets. The tech semiconductor index had topped in July 2024 and has not crossed the all-time high. And I can conclude from the monthly charts of the semiconductor index and the NASDAQ 100 index, there is a very good possibility that the recent highs of July in the stocks and in December in the NASDAQ 100 is a long-term top. So if that were to materialize, there's a greater probability that the Nifty's drop to 17.8 would increase. But currently, the September to November decline and the January to present day decline is equal. What we call in technical parlance as A equal to C. Usually, markets tend to give some kind of relief rally or bottom. So we'll be very closely evaluating what the market does over the next couple of weeks.
Okay, all right. So Jay, but you believe that we'll have a relief rally from here? It's a possibility from if 21,800 holds out, then we see a 1,000-point rally, and then we go to 17,800.
Yeah, there's a good possibility. It's going to be support is coming in at 21,800 to 21,300. That's a support for Nifty. The relief potential is something like 22,650 to 725, which was the February 18th low. That former low becomes a resistance now. So that is one projection. Or it gets a little bit higher to something like 23,100. But more likely it could be 22,650 to 22,725. Yes, there is a potential for a short-term pullback. And the banking index is holding relatively well. And my candidates for a counter-trend bounce should be coming from the capital goods, realty, metals, and Nifty PSE, and all of them are counter-trend bounces. There have been long-term damages done on the Nifty Auto, Nifty FMCG, and even Nifty IT is at the precipice of a very important trend line from 1996.
Very quickly, Jay, talk to us about the global indicators and what the setup is for U.S. markets, the key indices, Bitcoin, gold, the 10-year bond yield, because this entire U.S. exceptionalism is getting challenged now.
That's right. That's right. See, Bitcoin, I had mentioned 3 times in December that it's coming to a very important long-term top, and it had potential to halve from the all-time highs. If Bitcoin doesn't hold 72K to 75K, it's very likely that it's going to at least 49K, if not 18K. So that's a bit, confusing even for me, given that Trump has just announced a sovereign holding of selective cryptos. But the technicals is that's what it's saying. But let's watch 75,000 to 72K on Bitcoin. That will be a signal of animal spirits going off. And when it comes to the US Treasuries, I might have to revise the short-term outlook that it's rising higher. If it breaks 400 bips, probably it's going to somewhere close to 300 bips. That is probably telling you, again, flight to safety, moving into the bond markets, probably. And when it comes to the precious metals, gold has probably got one more record highs to come through. It's not completely clear whether it comes first to 24,000 and then goes to 3,200, or straight away goes to 3,200. And whereas silver is unlikely to clock fresh 52-week highs. And dollar index, it's crossroads. Yeah, either the dollar index has already bottomed or it's going to break down very soon. It depends on what the USD JPY does.
Okay.
And if the USD JPY strengthens, we have a reverse carry trade. Again, negatives coming in for the equity markets.
Okay, the bell has gone, Jay. Just hold that thought. Quickly wrap up the day.